There's a verse that says, "What you are praying for is already preparing for you." Now, I love that because it reminds me this really isn't about preparing for your SP. It's actually about preparing for yourself. It's really about coming home to you. Now, a lot of us think that preparation means rehearsing every single convo in your head, stressing over what to say, or writing the perfect text, maybe doom scrolling their socials, or overthinking every silence that you're interpreting, or if you're like me, running every text through ChatGPT. And then when you're face to face, you're not even in the moment anymore because you're second guessing, you're micromanaging everything, and you just end up losing your natural flow. Like, did I say too much? Did I not say enough? And then before you know it, you're spiraling and filling every quiet moment with words just to prove you're okay and you're so secure. But that's not actually preparation, that is performance. And it always leaves you anxious because you're not actually rooted in yourself. Now, what I have seen in clients a lot recently is they keep falling into these old patterns where maybe they're overanalyzing text, they're waiting by the phone, spiraling if their person isn't responding, or losing themselves the second their SP gives them any ounce of attention. Maybe even just feeling a little judged by every single thing that their SP is doing. And I get it because I've done the same thing. I have put that man up on a huge pedestal, like, that's my man, he's so fine, number one fan. But what I've learned is real preparation is about building a life that you feel so secure in. So that way, when your SP comes in, you're not wobbling, you're completely steady. And listen, you can still believe he is the finest man on earth, but what we're doing is you are not losing yourself in this process. So, what I want us to focus on now is let's talk non negotiables, because what I've learned and what I've really seen huge transformations with my clients is non negotiables being your foundation and your baseline for everything. Now, when you don't have non negotiables, you end up confusing old toxic cycles for love or for these signs. But really, in reality, your awareness is so fixated on these things, and your nervous system is now addicted to these highs and lows, this chase, this inconsistency, because that is what feels familiar. But non negotiables are here to retrain your brain and body to expect safety as the standard. They're going to tell your nervous system this is actually love, this is normal, and this is home. So, what I want to do now is I want to break this down into key categories. Now, you can pause here if you want because I really just want you to take this in. So, when you're looking at your non negotiables, I want you to look at communication. So, how do I want conversations to feel? I want you to look at consistency. How do I want my partner to show up for me? Now, conflict, how do I want to be treated when things get really hard? Then your affection, how do I want to love love to be expressed day to day? And then your support. How do I want us to encourage each other's goals? Okay, so let's make this practical. Let's say we're focusing on communication. So my non-negotiable is inconsistency or ghosting, right? So I don't chase for reassurance because my partner communicates so openly and consistency that I feel safe to be honest. Like, I'm not sitting here refreshing my phone wondering if I said too much or not enough. I normalize communication that feels so safe, where silence isn't actually punishment, it's just comfort. And I don't have to decode it. I just know that I'm chosen. And here's the thing, too, when I declared that as my baseline, my nervous system now can start expecting it. And that is going to be a powerful shift because once you expect it, this chaos that you've been so addicted to doesn't feel attractive at all anymore. Consistency is going to now. Safety is going to now. And that is how you are going to stop confusing old toxic cycles for love. So at some point today, I want you to come back to this video or pause right now, and I want you to write down your non negotiables. So I have an example list here if you need prompted, and I want to just run down that this exercise is super efficient in manifesting love because it really teaches your body and mind what to look for, and what to anchor in, because you're no longer going to be magnetized to chaos. You're now magnetized to complete security. And when your nervous system relaxes into safety, your SP now shows up as the reflection of that. So instead of asking ChatGPT, how do I reply to this text? I want you to start asking yourself better questions. How do I want to show up in conversations? How do I want to feel when the conversation is flowing? What topics actually really light me up? Where in my life am I showing up consistent and where am I not? How do I want to handle those quiet moments? Not by filling them with noise, but just by simply being comfortable in my own presence. Okay. So I want you to actually write these down and really take time. Give yourself, a few answers, because this is how you actually are going to teach your nervous system. This is who I am now. Okay. So this is exactly what you're going to accept. And now, with this point moving forward, I really want to lock this in with tapping. So I want you to tap with me and repeat out loud as I go along. Okay, so we're going to start with the karate chop point. Even though I've slipped into old patterns before, and I might be doing that right now, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I used to overthink, overtalk, and really doubt, I choose to trust my secure self now. Even though my nervous system remembers the chaos, I am rewiring into calm, love, and safety. I can't mess this up. Okay, now we're going to go to the eyebrow point. I don't have to chase love anymore. I don't have to over explain or prove myself. I don't have to fill silence with noise. I don't have to spiral when I feel triggered, because love is safe for me now. Collarbone. I know how to hold myself steady. Go under the arm. I know how to stay grounded in exactly who I am. Then top of the head. I am secure in the way that I show up now. I simply breathe before I respond. I listen before I speak. I redirect with warmth instead of shutting down. I create safety in every conversation. I let love flow instead of controlling it. I know when to pause and I know when to lean in. I trust myself fully to navigate every moment, because I am secure in love and I am secure in myself. My nervous system feels so calm in love. My body knows exactly how to relax and receive. I am so magnetic when I am present. I am irresistible when I am authentic. I already have exactly what I desire. I am chosen for who I am, not what I perform. I feel adored, secure, and deeply loved. This is my natural state now. I want you to take a deep breath. Okay, now put your hand on your heart, and I want you to breathe and repeat after me. I show up in love as my secure self. I feel steady, magnetic, and adored. Every time I notice old habits, I simply return here, because this is who I am now: safe, consistent, chosen, and already loved. Okay? Now, I want you to remember that preparing for your SP isn't about scripting the perfect text or proving that you're worthy. It's just about preparing your energy. So every time you come back to yourself, to your routines, your joy, your calm, your secure version, you're rewiring your nervous system right now. You're rewiring your nervous system to fully know love is safe for me now. So if you catch yourself falling back into old habits, doom scrolling, overthinking, anything, I want you to just pause, breathe, and come back here. Write down your non negotiables, tap with me, really remind yourself, I am secure, I am chosen, I am magnetic. And when your SP shows up, you won't be fumbling. You'll already be at home in yourself. And that's when all of this love is going to flow in so effortlessly, because at the end of the day, you're not preparing for them. You're preparing to experience this and experience this version of yourself who truly already has it all. And you're doing so amazing as you go through this process. If you would like any other help, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I have all the amazing resources here in these videos with you guys, and I have lots of different courses and things that you guys can get into as well. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time, my angels.